Hello guys and welcome to another Retro Games for Cheaters with me, Supernatus, and today we're playing, well, you can see what it is right there. It's Dynamite Dux, or is it Dukes, or I don't know. It's a game where you play a duck and you walk along the street beating up other animals. I don't know, simple as that. We're playing that with infinite lives and health. And it's not a particularly long game. Skip that again for a moment until we're ready to start. This was released in the arcades in 1988, later on Master System in 1989. It was an EM2 game in the arcades, and yeah, so it was developed by Sega, and Yu Suzuki, I believe, was involved in this game. But for now, let's get started. Dynamite Dux, infinite lives and health. What's it all about? Let's find out. I don't know what the girl and boy bouncing up and down in the flowers has to do with anything. Maybe this will tell me. She gets stolen in a bubble and I get turned into a duck. That's why we're a duck. That's why we're a duck. Because we got turned into one by a magician. There's old Colonel Sanders just paying attention to us for a little while there. It's not Kentucky Fried Duck, you know. That gives us a weapon we can use from a distance instead of getting up close with them, which is a little bit annoying. Got a weird dog shooting a mortar of some kind. Managed to hit 2 targets there with that stone. We got to punch them again. That's fine. Different dogs on roller skates. Oh, now we've got the mortars again. Oh, looks like we might get a mortar of our own. I lost it almost immediately because of that group of enemies. Is that mice? We've got mice. Very straightforward sort of scrolling game of the shooter variety. Is that a water pistol? Just in time for the water pistol. If you're going to attack me like this, you're going to get the hose, mate. Oh, he's sad. Look, he's getting unhappy. And he burst into little flames. Lost my stone already. I lost my primitive weapon before I had a chance to even use it. It looks like anything that's in the area where that lands pretty much gets destroyed. He's stuck. I'll put him out of his misery. Burger. We can jump. I haven't been doing it, but we can jump over the mice if we want. Doesn't look like we can throw that bomb very far. We took all the mice though. Can't complain. Oh, what's that door 128 all about? I guess we'll never know. Oh, we got some dinosaurs with boxing gloves now. Actually, the bombs aren't the best weapon to have. Takes a moment for them to react. But it does take out a lot of enemies in an area. So at least there's that. Now we've got a guy that's made of rocks. Oh no, you hit me. Whatever will I do? Keep losing that. Now I've lost them permanently, it looks like. I think I'm supposed to destroy the rocks, actually. Around the outside of him. Yeah, there we go. Take out the rocks that are surrounding him. And the door opens and this level is complete. We're falling through the clouds. I don't know why, but that's what happens when you go through that door. I believe this game is also able to be played in... Well, the arcade version was able to be played by 2 players. I don't know if the... I don't think the Master System version was. was very basic, as you can see. This almost looks like a mixture between a Japanese village and the Flintstones. What was that that came out of the ground? Moles! Bright red moles. The bombs are actually very helpful. They do the job very well of getting rid of these enemies. Oh, we got another... I guess we're going to need to destroy the metal balls first? I don't know. I can't hit that. Is it the metal balls I'm supposed to destroy or that? It's too fast. Luckily I can't be hurt, but... It's going through the walls! Don't seem to be able to do any damage to that. And if we get hit by any of these, we freeze for quite some time. Maybe we hit him there? I'm not really totally sure. It's hard to tell if we're hitting him or not. And he's going to bounce back to there. Oh, there we go. The metal balls do get destroyed eventually. Take quite a lot of hitting though to be destroyed. Can we only hit them when we're in the air? Can't be the case. These metal balls look like they're almost destroyed, but without a weapon it just takes forever to defeat the bosses. Especially this one. It looks like it has his face there, but does that do anything? I think I took one out, maybe? Or none, maybe? And this boss is awkward. That is the sound effect that it makes when you hit something. So we have hit the face quite a few times. Almost there. What next? Quite annoying to try and take these bits apart. The timing's just hellish. And if you get hit by any of them, then there's other problems to worry about. You know, like you freeze in place for too long. Okay, we've just got that thing and the last remaining orb is going to come here. Oh, that looks like that's all we had to do. We didn't even have to attack the face. Wait, that wasn't the final boss. That wasn't the boss either. I don't know if we can go down there. Maybe we should have. But we're too late now because we're going this way. What's that? He's firing. Not anything to worry too much about. I keep losing my bombs because of these mole things. That's okay, we're safe. This shot actually chases you. There we go. Must be a boss around here, I would think. Little jump. hop, skip, and a jump. You can jump off there and die, that's good. Like a weird samurai guy just standing around. We could have gone that other way. What are these, like pigs? Let's not worry too much about that. Okay, moles. They're a pain. There we go. Problem solved at that stage, but there's more to come. Looks like this one deals with clouds. And it hits you with lightning too, so... Well, yeah, we've run out of those, so now we've got to fight the clouds. Just got to beat up the clouds until they disappear. Storm's over. Next stage. Next stage. Silence between rounds as well. Just silence. There's like rhinoceroses with... Well, they're crawling along the ground for some reason. Never mind, bit of a rocket launcher to go. With this time. Oh, thought I'd lost that for good there for a minute. I don't know where it's going, it seems to go in a weird direction. Oh, here we go, start. Why can't I hit it with my rockets? Looks like you can't. Let's just do them. Oh yeah, there we go. I have to jump kick him by the look of things. When his eyes open wide, we've hit him. Seems if you're just standing on the ground, that boss actually will react to being hit in the air rather than on the ground. Can't be long left for it, surely. There we go. It's close to death. It's got crosses in its eyes, surely that means it's done. There we go. Don't they know what crosses in the eyes mean? They mean that it's a capital I. That's what we want. A bit of a... Let's go down the bottom route. We don't normally do that. Oh, we can't. Okay, I thought we could. Because there is a path that seems to run in these sections just right underneath where you are. I wish we could keep that weapon. It's really good. I do seem to be keeping it for a while though, but we're out of it again. Dynamite Dux. It's, you know, again, it's not a particularly difficult game, it's not a particularly exciting playthrough, really. It's not the worst game in the world though, it controls quite nicely. Plays quite smoothly. It's just a bit slow, as a lot of games of this period could be at times, you know, particularly on the Master System. Obviously the less powerful of the systems of the time. If I'm right, I think this came out in 88, sorry, that, you know, 89, by that time the Mega Drive had already been around. Oh, fire again. The fireman. He's not a man, he's just a fire. And again. That's a game we'll have to look at as well at some point, actually. The Fireman on the Super Nintendo. That's a great game. That's a good fun game. There is also the Ignition Factor, but it's not quite as good as the Fireman. You feel more invested in the Fireman, you know? It's got absolutely nothing to do with this, so don't know why I'm talking about it. But yeah. So yeah, this was an AM2 conversion to Master System. As I say, I think it was quite feature light in comparison. I'm trying to remember now if the Master System version was... I mean, I think that it's far less well animated, obviously, because the arcade systems just had so much more power than what the arcades were able to do. There is only, I think, one enemy, one sort of playable character. In the arcade version of the game, it's not his girlfriend that gets taken away. It's just a girl, and I think he is just a duck. There we go. We can just beat him quite convincingly. But yeah, so it takes a few liberties with the story. There is only one duck in this game, where there's two in the arcade version. So you can play a multiplayer kind of version of it. So yeah, it's quite a minimal sort of game in comparison to what came in the arcade. I do intend at some point to get some sort of arcade emulation up and running, so that I could play some of the arcade versions of some of these games and see exactly what the moles. See exactly what sort of differences you're looking at, you know, because there are quite a lot of big differences when you look at arcade versions in comparison to the console releases. Mainly because the consoles of the time were, as I say, quite limited compared to what you saw in arcades, obviously. Mega Drive was able to do some slightly better arcade ports, but oh, I just fell to my death. It's not what I intended to do, I just walked off the map. Get rid of the guy with the thing. Oh, we killed both of them somehow. Okay. Don't forget to get that, because otherwise... Oh, that, mind you, that enemy just rushes you immediately as soon as he sees you. Let's not worry about the moles. They were nowhere near. And they're out of my sight now, so... Out of sight, out of mind, right? This might be another boss coming. Do we just have the same bosses over and over again now? Seems like that's all that's happening. We're just repeating bosses now. At slightly different stages. When are we ever going to save the girl? There we go, we killed him. And we drop down to the next level, whatever it might be. Or do we? Who knows? I don't. This has the feeling of a final stage about it to me. Creepy wall paintings, structural pillars, all the makings of a final stage. It needs it. I can't say enough how slow this game is. I mean, the Master System version of this game, how slow this game is. It's like walking through treacle, they might say. Don't know who they are, I just thought that they might say it. Whoever they might be. Oh, missed. Oh, no, no, no. These dinosaurs, they're going off to have their boxing match. I don't think the world title's in the picture for them. Moles. I walked off the map, so I didn't have a chance to deal with the with getting the gun. I'm guessing we can walk off if we go down the bottom there, so we want to kind of stay away from doing that if we can. Some slightly stereotypical characters there, as you can see. Try not to draw too much attention to it if I can. It's usually the better option. There we go. Let's get rid of this last one, because while we're walking along you can still do some damage, so... And now we've got rabbits on pogo sticks. What do they need pogo sticks for? Or no, they've got springs. Look, they've got springs with where their feet are. Don't spring right on top of my head, you damn rabbit. Rhinos. They're carrying a football. And I let that first one score a touchdown on me. Well, I did. Yeah, I'm not lying. Nope. No moles. I can just stay away from the moles, pretty much. They don't go after you or anything. Jump the mice. Oh, that's not the boss. That's the guy that took the girl away at the beginning of the game, isn't it? Looks like this is the final stage. I was right. One sec. Excuse me a sec. We got him. The question is that the end? I think it probably is. Do we rescue the princess? Or is that not the final stage? Yes! We've rescued his friend. We've rescued the girl. And she's jumping up and down in the field again. And that's the game over. If you've enjoyed that, please feel free to hit that like button, maybe add a subscription, and I'll speak to you next time. Goodbye for now.